Welcome. Rabid will be with us shortly. Before the store show starts, everything I mentioned is not financial advice.
All right, guys, what's going on? It is Saturday. The Bitcoin halving happened. And as we can see, Bitcoin shot up to $89,000. Massive boost here. I'm just kidding. That's Canadian prices. Let's go to USD. We're only up 1%, guys. We're only up 1%. One. Did you guys think a magic pump would happen? Just like with any other coin, nothing magical happens at a halving. So we got that going. The full bull run, guys, is somewhere towards the end of the year. I'm guessing around October is when we really start to see them rockets begin to take off. So let's just scroll up here, do a quick roll call, and see what we got going on here. We do have Ogre MGTOW. What's going on? I almost epically failed this for a second here. All right. Budweiser. There we go. Awesome stuff. Travelers Travels, what's going on? Bad Cat, Alvadis Jokabagus, what's going on? Techman TY, what's happening? Mike Medcalf, Golden Wolf, what do we got? Black Hat Team, Skirm, what's going down? Bad Cat again. What is that? 100 Air. You're 100 Air. Awesome. 100 Airs. 100 Air Bitcoins. That'd be nice. Wormworks, what's happening? Will Alpalapi, Tades Bilana, Speed Target, what's happening? Alexander Fleener, Papa Bill, Speed Target here again. We got Susie Noto, what's happening? The Pirate, scrolling through. DJ Mines is in the house. Mr. 22 himself. Guys, show DJ Mines some love. Smash that 22 button. That's 2 twice if you're not sure about 22. Hit 2 twice, then enter. So you got to hit 3 buttons for that. Use of Putts, what's going on here? Black Hat Mine, what's happening? Mike Baldwin in the house. Scrolling through. Oh, it just jumped on me. Retro Mike is in the house. We got Suzuki Noto. Retro Mike is the FPGA king of all that can be, if you guys are unaware. Nerd Beast, Magic Lucky, Kirk Solar, what's happening? How's everyone doing? What's everyone doing today? Hope everyone doing well. I'm trying to take it a little bit slower. As you know, I didn't live stream last week. I went to the hospital and stuff. Things were feeling kind of weird. And, you know, I'm feeling better now, but we'll just have to see how it goes. I'm not trying to go, like, too crazy or anything here. You know, usually I start talking super fast. We get all excited. I'm trying to keep a slow motion thing for now, but we'll see what goes down. Anyway, 7950X MSI Pro A260ME. What is that? How efficient, I'm assuming. Efficient? How efficient it can be. No eco mode, please, I don't know. I've never tried that motherboard. I recommend the cheap Gigabyte ones because they're really good. They even work for high-end gaming because they do have the VRAM, the VRMs there, cooling support. They got heat sinks. They're great motherboards for very cheap. So I haven't really messed around with any other motherboards, so I can't say. If you have a 7950X, so eco mode doesn't really matter. You can set your clocks and your cores, voltages, everything in there. Hopefully you can with that one. If it's a really cheap one and you have to do offsets, you can still do the same, but it's a lot harder to tweak because then you got to do everything by negative and just pretend start at 1 volt, do everything in the negatives, and hopefully you can kind of add it up. But it makes it a lot harder to tweak something out. Now if you can set the voltages, you don't have to worry. Now the 7950X3D, that is where you are going to want your eco modes, and maybe it won't work on that one, but then again it might need a BIOS update and it might appear for you. So there's always that. Why is everyone calling me FPGA King today? So everyone's calling you that today? Okay, Retro Mike is not an FPGA King. He hates them, and he hates Pigeon Coin. Is that a thing? I'm just kidding. He's the Pigeon King Master. Can we call you that? Can we call you the Pigeon King Master? Is that a thing? We can do that. I spent 3 hours at my garage. Good afternoon. I was about to call you Rabbit. A lot of people call me Rabbit. Even on my gaming channel, even when I play games, everyone said a Rabid. It is always Rabbit. I don't know why. I don't know. No idea. It's weird. Anyway, it doesn't bother me. I'm used to it. So call me whatever the heck you want, as long as it's close. Please know I can't talk about Pigeon anymore. Oh, pounder drop. All right, guys. So let's kind of talk about Bitcoin. Now, what did you guys expect to happen at the halving? And do you guys understand really what the halving really is? So essentially, we had a 6.25 block reward or something. The halving happens. The block reward gets cut in half. All this is think of the federal government printing money and handing it out to everyone. Crypto, most of them anyway, not Ethereum. Ethereum, if you want Ethereum, you can buy Ethereum, and more Ethereum is instantly minted. The supply is unlimited. Now with Bitcoin and a lot of proof of work coins, Raven coin, Radiant, everything that has a halving event, they are deflationary. So what happens here at a halving event is the miners are the money printers. That's right. So the miners are the people who print the money. Now think about it this way. If every miner in the world never sold a coin, no one else would ever get coins because there's no coins to buy. So what's going on with the Bitcoin halving is now all the miners out there, massive farms, they aren't getting as much Bitcoin. The supply influx into the market slowed down by 50%. And now people, if they want to get more Bitcoin, those miners have to sell the Bitcoin. So that's where the market comes in. A healthy market, I know everyone always holds hodl, 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 hodl. But you got to think about the long-term picture. Yeah, you want to stack up as much as you can, but you're also the main supply as a miner of these coins going into the proof of work blockchain. So in order for you to sell, people are going to be buying them, and that actually opens up so more people can get those coins. And in theory, long term, that's what makes coins values go up, because more and more people start getting little bags and more people want it and driving demand and supply and all this stuff. So selling coins is actually a good thing. So, I thought I wanted to point that out because I was kind of thinking about that earlier. Everyone always talks about the hodl game, but if everyone's hodling, there isn't really any coins for anybody to buy. So think of that as a miner. You're the supply to the rest of the world of these coins as well. So that's what happened with Bitcoin is nothing magical happens. There's some weird videos going around. One guy said 50% of the supply is going to drop. That's going to double Bitcoin's price. That's not how it works. All it happens is the block reward reduces by half, and that will cause less coins to be added into the market, and then it slows down the progress, and it makes it harder for people to get that Bitcoin, which in theory should then start bringing the price up. So that's what's happening with the halving there. Now, who found the magical block? Anybody know? Who found the magical block? Let me know in the comment section. I'm sure some of you guys are watching, but I also want to see your guys' answers because I want to know if you guys know what I'm talking about. So that's going to be an interesting thing as well. See, there we go. DJ Mines via BTC. That is the wrong answer. You guys are like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? So by the magic block, I'm talking about the first block after the halving. And this happened ever since ordinals. There's a special NFT token that now happens at halving events on the first block of the first epoch. After that, it is worth like 10x more than Bitcoin. Yeah, did you guys know about that? I'm kind of hitting this to you as the past couple months here, guys. But ordinals opened this up. So let's look at a little article here to kind of give you an idea what this is. So let's just go into, here we go. Bitcoin halving has crypto miners racing for an epic sat, epic Satoshi. So every 4 years, halving this week may be very different from those earlier epochs. Typically no hum affairs. Now an intense competition is underway to obviously the halving happened. There's no competition anymore. But after the halving, which contains a rare and collectible fragment of a Bitcoin known as an epic sat, epic Satoshi. So this is the first Bitcoin reward halving, which will have value, can be assigned to individual stats, which can now be traded like NFTs following last year's launch of Ordinals protocol. The first sat to be mined after this month's halving could theoretically attain a value of $1 million or more on marketplaces for digital collectibles. It's kind of a lottery ticket, said an executive of the crypto mining firm Marathon Digital, with Bitcoin's fourth quadrennial halving now as little as a week away. Cryptocurrency, this was actually posted 3 days ago. They're saying it's a week ago. But so it does look like it goes to everyone. The first original ones. Let's see if we can find it. So right here we have Rodamore's scale went from uncommon, the first sat of each block, all the way up to mythic, which is the first sat of every first ever block on Bitcoin, presumably lodged safely in Bitcoin creators Satoshi Nakamoto's possession. So don't even think about obtaining that one. Somewhere in between on the higher end of the scale ranks the first sat after Bitcoin's reward halving, the start of a new epoch. In the blockchain jargon, it is classed as epic. Tristan, the founder of whatever this is, thinks that this sat could conservatively value at $50 million. So it all depends on what people said it. So there's a rare token since ordinals. It went back and they pushed one for each halving event. So in theory, there's only 4 of them right now in existence, and the latest one was just found. So I'm going to ask you again, who found the money-making block. Let's scroll down here to block right after it. Scrolling down. I have it set up here, and we can see 840,000. We got to go all the way down to 840,001. So I think that's page 3. So here we have 840,000. So right here, brains.com found the magical block. We can see via BTC, yes, they found the halving block, 840,000, but the first block of the first epoch beginning after the halving is the one with the magical token, and that was found by Brains. Brains.com found this block. So that is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. So they could have a token in their possession, possibly that could worth over $50 million. Could you imagine having one of those on your mini? I totally forgot, and I was going to set up my mini USB miners, and I have them off, but I was going to fire them all back up just for, you know, the one day, but then I didn't because, you know, I wasn't feeling good and stuff, guys. I'm sorry. If I would have won $50 million, I would have gave probably $100,000 to everybody in this live stream today. But I didn't find it, so that sucks. But yeah, that's awesome. You know, having that major block rewards in there, and now that's something to keep in mind to look forward to. I don't know what this actual token or anything is called. I don't see where a marketplace is. You know, I'd have to look into it more to see how this works. But that's crazy. So also, I posted this in right after the halving in Discord and Twitter and stuff. And the block reward, some people are saying it went up to 40. This was showing a 21.42 Bitcoin block reward after the halving was what average. You can see it just scrolled up here. So that's actually pretty nice here in the reward system. Coming into the website right now, though, it does look like it's down to about 6.75, which is still almost like not another halving. Now, this is the average rewards for the past 3 months, so it probably has to get more data. I can't bring it in any closer to 7 or 2 days because then the screen just glitches. So 3 months is the closest I can look at right now. Right now it's saying 6.75, but again, it has to do some averages. So over the next month or two, this should start dropping back down to where it should be, depending on all those fees. Obviously, if the mempool starts filling up, there was a massive transaction fee. Here you can see average fees and values shot up to, you guys can't really see that, can you? So I'm going to find a different screen here. That one, nope. That one, nope. That one, what the heck? Oh man, I'm failing. One of these buttons, oh, none of these buttons are showing it. So that sucks. Maybe I can do something like, can I shrink this page down a little bit? Let's see if I can shrink this page down a bit, guys. There we go. There we go. So I'm going to go like that. Oh, too far. Oh my gosh. Stop it. Don't do this to me. Back one more. There we go. So here we can see 685 million. Now, you can't really see that because it keeps changing on me. I can't even see it. Oh my God. Okay. Forget about it. So about 685 million. Oh, I got to zoom back in. Oh, everything's all messed up. This sucks. All right, everything changed, man. I'm just going to refresh this, go back to mining. But the fees shot up like crazy. Everyone wanted to, you know, I want to get in that transaction. I want to be a part of this block. People paid the high fees and so on. And obviously, we've seen some massive fees happening on that. I'm going to have to refresh this page now. This thing's awesome. Sometimes up here when it's loading the page, it says eliminating shit coins. And I just laugh my head off. It's hilarious. But yeah. Anyway, so we'll just get back down to the normal. Why isn't it loading? What's happened? So here's all the transactions per hash rate, price per hash rates, you know, all sorts of stats. And now the page is broken. It won't even show me that thing anymore. Oh, here we are. So anyway, we're back to the average rewards of 3 years. Anyway, doesn't matter. So yeah, that's what happened there. So looking at things, I also took some screenshots beforehand of profitability and stuff. So here is what ASICs were making and stuff according to ASIC miner value just before the halving here. We do have $17, $17, $13, $13, whatever. Not too shabby there. But sadly, this website is still not updated, I don't think, so it's not showing them. I did take early numbers on hashrate.no for the S21 Pro. Now, it looks like Digibyte. If you have a Bitcoin miner, you're making more mining Digibyte. So you guys mining Digibyte right now? It's making $23 a day. And remember, this is pre-halving. The block rewards exploded, so you were making quite a bit more. I'm not sure what that number is right now because I don't have one of these miners. But it was $12.56 before the halving on an average of profit and your revenue. Now, keep in mind, once a block reward drops, your profit's actually probably going to drop more than your actual revenue. Your revenue is what's going to drop by 50% once the blockchain stabilizes again. And then because of that, your profit's actually going to drop a bit more, because now you're going to have to, you're not getting as many coins anymore. So you're going to technically be selling a higher percentage of those coins you're making in order to cover your power, which drops your profit more. So your profit's going to drop more and your revenue is going to drop 50% once everything stabilizes. So let's just come into hashrate.no right now and see what it's kind of telling. Do I have it here? Oh yeah, it's right here. So let's go into ASICs. We'll go into let's find the S21. Where are you? S21 Pro. Right here. So here's the S21 Pro. So let's just bring this up right quick again. So before we were at $21.85, $12 profit after power. Now on Bitcoin, it's $11.09 and $1.80 after power. So we can see our revenue did drop like close to 50%, but our profit dropped quite a bit more. But for a 3,500 watt miner, you're only making $1.80. Now, again, you got to calculate those fees and for them to stabilize and stuff like that. You're probably making more right now, but a Digibyte is still looking like the coin you should be mining if you're looking for profit on SHA-256. According to this, anyway, everything can change. I don't know what ASIC miner value, if it updated yet. It didn't this morning. It was still kind of saying the same type of numbers. So we're going to have to check this more on a long-term scale. So let's go SHA-256. That's not how you spell SHA at all. Oh, wow. So, yeah. So here we can see we're making quite a bit more. We went from $17. So the profits have over doubled. Let's just bring this up again right quick. So you can see pre-halving, 1732, 1729. Here's the M63S, 1732. And now the M63S is at $56. So it is actually updated and counting those reward fees, where hashrate.no is not yet. It's just basing it off its standard calculation of the block reward by the looks of things. So hashrate.no is what it will be eventually at the current price. But right now, with all those fees added in, we can see that Bitcoin mining profitability is quite a bit higher while the fees are ramped up. But again, guys, this isn't going to last forever. It'll eventually start tapering down as things stabilize. But yeah, crazy stuff is happening right now. Let's just jump back into here. Calculations. Bam. Block fees today have been averaging around 10 BTC. That's nice. That's awesome. Now imagine, this is the one thing we kind of talked about. As I know, as a home miner, we don't really, these ASICs use so much power for people using 15 to 25, 30 cent power. But right now, obviously, it's worth it. You're not going to ROI it in this time frame. But what's going to happen in the bull run when essentially, when it gets super busy, what are we going to see for block rewards when that mempool fills up, when people are really driving the Bitcoin price and stuff at the peak of the run here? Could we see 30 Bitcoin block rewards? That could be insane. This is like pre-1559 having these ordinals for Bitcoin miners. Now, to use Bitcoin as a chain, it makes it unstable, horrible, absolutely stupid in my opinion. They should never be on Bitcoin. But, you go to use a transaction and then it takes you a week to send anything, and it costs you almost as much as Ethereum, which is crazy. So as a user of Bitcoin, this is kind of bad. As a miner for Bitcoin, you have a big smile on your face and you're loving it But yeah, it's crazy. So we're going to see some crazy things here. Coming back, I want to do one calculation here, though. Coming back into this based on the current, now remember, Bitcoin hash rate's constantly going to go up, especially right now. People that don't realize that this could stabilize, eventually in the next month or two, maybe in the next week, maybe in just a couple days, when the fees start going back down to normal again, this is going to drop. But people might be just FOMOing in to Bitcoin miners right now because of this. But let's just take a look. If everything stabilizes and hashrate.no is utilizing the block reward what it should be, look, we're getting 0.00017 BTC on this. So I'm just going to go 0.000. I'm using my calculator on my phone right now, so you can't see it. I apologize. But now let's just say Bitcoin. Let's say Bitcoin goes to $200,000. 200. 1, 2, 3. That's only $34 a day before power at $200,000 Bitcoin. That's crazy. If the network was stabilized and Bitcoin was at $200,000 this run, you're still only making $34 a day. Now that's giving a lot of credit to hashrate.no, which I usually find GPUs they're close on, CPUs, ASICs and stuff, they're usually off on their numbers by quite a bit. So I don't know how accurate this really is on this number, on the amount it's getting. And Bitcoin hash rate does nothing except go up, up, and away. Speaking of that, let's look at the hash rate chart. Here's Bitcoin mining. That's price to hash. But look at this. Ever since July of 2021, we saw normal coins, like any GPU coin, anything in bear markets, hash rate comes off. But look at this. Ever since July of 2021, the Bitcoin hash rate has done nothing except constantly go up. Look at this. Solid up, 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 up. The bear market did not affect hash rate on Bitcoin at all. It just kept going up. And now it's going up even more. And obviously, as newer miners, more efficient miners come on, large farms start upgrading, we're going to see faster and faster spikes as we get closer and closer to this bull run, especially with these fees, they start going up. So that's one thing to keep in mind, though, is Bitcoin hash rate does nothing except solidly go up to the moon. So crazy stuff happening there. All right, cool. Awesome. Anything going on? What do you guys talk about in the live chat here? Wish I got more BTC when it was 3,300 enough. Yeah, everybody wishes that. Hey, how about, I wish everybody had BTC when it was only like 1 cent or, half a cent. How about those days when a normal CPU from a Pentium was mining like 50 Bitcoin a day? You picture that? Imagine that. Imagine having Bitcoin then. That would be absolutely insane. And then, coming into right now. That leads me to the other question, though. If you had a bunch of Bitcoin from early on, and 2017 hit when it shot to 17,000, would you have still held it, or would you have sold it at that? And then also, this is without knowing that it went to what it is now. So I'm wondering how much Bitcoin got sold off in 2017 moving into this too. So that's another thing to kind of keep in mind. I see a question here. Is it just me, PB Farmer, OC on KSR Pro not working anymore? Mine seems to be working. I don't know. I don't seem to have an issue with the firmware. It's locked in when I got that Kaspa edition, and I was testing that there last week. Everything's still on the same numbers. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they have an update or something. I'm not sure, but mine still is maintaining the same hash rate. So, yeah, I'm not sure about that one. But I do have a KS0 Pro, the very first one that came out, and it couldn't be overclocked at all. I tried all the firmwares, and it would not budge past 200 gigahash. Might have made it to like 220 or something, but like it would not go do anything beyond that. The power would go up, but the hash rate wouldn't. Sold at 7K. Yeah, Jason Rude. Yeah, I think a lot of people probably would have sold at 7K. Well, it depends on what you had too. If you were mining and you had 50 Bitcoin a day back in, what was it, 2010, 2011 or something, maybe 2009. I can't remember the exact date when it started. But yeah, if you would have easily made over millions of dollars in 2017. So, it doesn't really matter after that. You have enough money that you don't have to worry about. But again, you're just like, oh my gosh, I could have been a bazillionaire. Yeah, you told me to hold Gram. Hold Gram. Yeah, all these coins. Hold it up. Wait till the bull run. We don't know what's going to happen, and things will be crazy. Speaking of Gram, there's another coin on Ton now. That's just like Gram. Well, it's not like, I can't remember what it's called. It's in Discord there somewhere. Guys, check it out. Join the Discord, link in the description. Go to GPU chat. It's there. But, I don't know. It's another coin on Ton, just like Gram. And you can mine it on ice mining, just like Gram. You need your same Ton wallets and so on. And it's there. I don't think it's profitable right now, but that's the thing. Do you take the gamble and get it before all the hash rate jumps on, before the price starts going up? Or you never know. It could just turn into nothing. But, there is that out there, kind of. Yeah, Gram's tanking. Everything's tanking right now, technically, kind of. Well, actually, there's a lot of green out there. But, I just think it's normal cycle stuff. Wait till the end of the year and see what happens. Could Gram have hit his all-time high already? Maybe. Some coins will hit an all-time high this year. So if you see your coin pumping for a long time, then, it's probably good to take profits. I'm still holding my Gram personally because we're still not in the bull run. Again, October plus is when I really think everything will start spiking in the crypto market, but we'll see what happens when that comes. Maybe we missed out on Gram. If I did, whatever. That's the thing about mining, guys. If your coin starts dumping, whatever, you can sell it. You can sell it right now if you want, But if you bought the coin and then it dumps, you lost a lot of money. And that's where mining, I feel, is a lot better than all them crypto investor people out there that are trying to use you as liquidity. We're mining, it dumps in price, the coin switches, or maybe it's a rug pull, whatever. Rug pull the rug pull, guys. Sell before that. If you really think a coin's going to be a rug pull, sell it before the devs sell their coin. You can make a lot of money, but that's the advantages of mining, where it's a lot safer to get into coins than it is to just throwing down, you know, $100,000 mortgage loan and then all of a sudden you lose it all. So, yeah, you know, that's my 2 cents on the difference there. What will happen at the moment we arrive at the end of Bitcoin mining? I don't know, because we won't be on this planet. But that's one question I'm curious about, though. Does all these Bitcoin fees, do they result in faster emission schedule of Bitcoin? If there's ever only going to be 21 and the miners are hitting block rewards of 20 or 40, in theory, one block reward is like almost an extra, you know, would that shorten the total supply by like a day or two just from one of these massive blocks being found? I got to look into that. I'm not sure how that really works, but in theory, you know, I don't know. We'll see. Anyone know the answer? Retro Mike, do you know the answer about that? Yes, that's what difficulty is for. Yeah, I get that. But, like, I'm just wondering, with all these fees in there, is that what's causing, like, will it cause a faster emission schedule, or the difficulty adjust to make everything slow? So, yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. And the slow adjusting difficulty is like, what, every 2 weeks or something? But that's all based on the hash rate. That's not really based on the rewards that it's dishing out, is it? I don't know. It's crazy, crazy stuff. I guess NiceHash takes whatever coin mining on SHA-256 algo and pays out in BTC. Yeah, NiceHash does that for anything. So that's, a lot of people think, you know, NiceHash is a profit switcher, or it's this or that. Technically it is, but what you got to know the baseline of NiceHash. It is a hash rental platform. You're not mining any coin yourself and stuff. It's just you're mining algorithms. So any SHA-256 based algorithm, people can rent your hash rate and put it to either a pool that we see on Mining Pool Stats, maybe their own node, maybe some custom pool that no one really knows about on a brand new coin that's on that algorithm. Same thing for CPUs, RandomX, and so on. People just rent the hash rate and they can put it wherever the heck they want on that set algorithm. It doesn't have to be the main coin that algorithm is running. So people rent the hash rate. They pay NiceHash in Bitcoin. Bitcoin receives NiceHash receives Bitcoin from that renter, and then that's how it pays the miners, is in Bitcoin. So it's just a hash rental service done through the buying and selling of Bitcoin to the miners, and then people are just renting your hash rate and putting it wherever the heck they want to go. So there's that, you know. That's how, pretty much in a nutshell, how NiceHash works. It doesn't profit switch. It doesn't do anything. If there's a high demand for hash rate, it moves your hardware to said algorithm for that, because someone just put in a big bid on it through Bitcoin. So that's how NiceHash works in a nutshell. Difficulty adjusts every 2 weeks on BTC. In the long term, block times will average out to correct duration. In short time, they can get accelerated or prolonged. Yeah, and speaking of that, this actually tells you, let's just go in there. What could the next difficulty is actually set to drop. It's predicting. It doesn't mean it's set in stone. As you know, it's every 2 weeks. But right now, we're sitting on a difficulty of, what is this, 86 trillion or something. It's supposed to drop down to 84 trillion, if that's even trillion. So we got what? We got millions, billion, yeah, trillions. So yeah, right now we're at 86.3 trillion. It's going to drop to 84.2 trillion, and then we're going to have to wait 2 weeks again. But, you know, that doesn't seem like much of a drop. If you're like one block worth 40, that's like, what is that? Like, let's just say 40 Bitcoin now. 40 divided by 3 point, what is it, like 3.12 or something? So 12. So 12, what? So that's worth 12 normal blocks. So 140 Bitcoin block is worth 12.8 normal blocks on the average block reward there. So that's quite a bit. And then you thinking about this, it's about 9 minutes, 8 minutes of block time. So 12 side, let's just say times 10. That's like 120. That's crazy. So, yeah, one block is massive here, and it's looking like the difficulty is set to drop. So that's what I'm still kind of curious about here, because it's basing on hash rate. Is it going to add for the supply to actually be dwindled sooner rather than the expected later? But, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll wait and see what happens. Why do you think October? Me, about the run? Well, I'm just guesstimating. You know, I'm not a trader, guys. We know this. I'm a crypto miner. I'm one of the you know, the bad people, and where we just mine the crappiest stuff we can find that makes us the most amount of money, and that's what we do. We're not really solid on projects. But this is why I think October. So let's just kind of go back. Let's go back to 2021 here. Last cycle. And let's just see. Where's 2020? What am I doing here? Where are we at? We're in 2020. So let's go. Yeah, 2020 is where we're actually looking for. So here's 2020. Halving happened right about in here. So here we are, last cycle, exactly 4 years ago at the Bitcoin halving. Here we are coming in, and now you can see like no magical price explosion happened at this time last cycle either. But it from this point on, actually we did see a little bit of a dip here, and then everything just was solid. It was either sideways and slightly went up. And you see here the big ramp up didn't happen till the end of the year. Here it's showing, let's see where October is here actually. So around 10. So here's October right here. So that's actually right here where it actually did start going up the fastest. But really it looks like November, December is when it really started to take off. So here we can see November, December. That's why I'm saying end of the year. End of the year. Right now, you know, we're seeing new all-time highs on Bitcoin earlier than we usually did in the previous cycles. But that's mostly due to the ETFs. And the ETFs does not help crypto. It's only helping Bitcoin price because they're buying a stock on Bitcoin as people buy the shares in Bitcoin from whoever, Grayscale, whoever, BlackRock, whoever they're buying from. BlackRock then has to buy and sell Bitcoin based on what those buy and sells were. So it's money only going into Bitcoin and out of Bitcoin. Nowhere else. Nowhere else at all. So Bitcoin can go up 50% today, and you might not see a single dot happen on an altcoin. Obviously, that's going to be hard to believe that happening, but all that money is only flying into Bitcoin. That's why we're seeing that. We did get that extra pump there coming in from the ETFs because now you got Wall Street buying shares instead of actually buying Bitcoin. And, you know, personally, I hate that because you'd rather have the Bitcoin yourself, not a share from some people that's trying to control you in the first place, BlackRock and stuff, who, you know, we're talking about here. But so that's why I'm saying end of the year is when we're actually going to start seeing big things happen on, yes, Bitcoin. Obviously, it's the main money market mover, and then that's where we're going to see all the altcoins start to take off as well. Just basing everything on the cycles. You know, halvings don't cause any magical pumps or anything, magical drops, magical anything. All it's going to cause is hash rate to swing around to different coins and stuff because some people might not be profitable on something anymore, so they got to find something else to mine. So that's how I think about the whole situation there. And Fully Electric, Wolfpack member for 1 month. BTC transaction fees are added to the block reward. Yeah, I get they're added to the block reward, but I mean, is that coming off of the total supply at that point? Because, you know, if it follows the block reward schedule, the final block in Bitcoin will be mined in whatever year, 100 years or something from now. So if we have 40 to 50 Bitcoin block rewards happening over the next month, is that going to drop it like 2 years back from when it's actually supposed to happen? So that's kind of what I mean by that. So I'm not sure. Does not have anything to do with the base block amount. So is the calculation only based on the base block? So that would turn Bitcoin inflationary then, wouldn't it? Because it's not deflationary if we're getting more than we should have been getting. So for some reason, I think it has to come out of the total, but I don't know. I have no idea. We'll see what happens. I'm confused. I'll look it up sometime and try to get back to you on this situation. Because, you know, remember, guys, this isn't like Ethereum. Like Ethereum, it can be minted constantly, and there's unlimited supply. There is no supply and demand on Ethereum because there's no supply. It is unlimited. So, you know, pre-1559, when fees were super high, you know, it just mint. It's nothing. It's just adding to the supply. So that's why, you know, thinking about this on something that is supply limited, there's only supposed to be 21 million Bitcoin ever. So if we're having 40 Bitcoin blocks happening when we should only be having 3, technically that supply would be dwindling faster as well. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. That's not how it works. The transit are circulating BTC. Oh, that's true too. Yeah, I never thought about that. I forgot about that. Transaction fees. That's right, because that's where all this is coming in. High mempool, high this. So all those fees are being eaten up, going to the miners. So yeah, initial block reward plus fee. Yeah, never mind. That won't come out of the total supply because you got the block reward. Yeah, never mind. Now that I rethink about this like a normal person, the way it should be, that makes a lot more sense. There you go. See, I was overthinking things. just stick to the basics, guys, and that usually relies on the answer. Fully electric is 100% right there. That is all transaction, mempool fees, and so on. So that's actually money coming in from people using the blockchain on high demand, paying extra fees, which goes to the miners. That's a lot of freaking fees. Wow. 40 Bitcoin block fee from people. You imagine that? Like, oh my gosh. Don't send a transaction on Bitcoin in the next week or so, guys. Let this thing calm down. No, you're right. Yeah, I got that mixed up. It makes sense now. I don't know what I was thinking when I was saying that. So yeah, supply will stay the same, guys. It's all based on the base block reward plus fees. I don't know what I was thinking. That's like one of the most noobish ways of thinking ever. So cancel. I'm gonna have to delete half the stream. I'm just kidding. Anyway, what do we got going on here? Go to the live chat. Let's check. Yeah, went through that. Fees. Yeah. Scroll it up. Scroll it up. Scrolling up. Stick on NiceHash. Or just stick on, I don't know. I haven't used NiceHash forever. Which reminds me, I got to find something here. Where's my very first video I ever made? I'm going to go on my YouTube channel here for a second. Because I have a test coming up very soon. And this involves GPU mining and what it looked like 4 years ago versus now. And that was actually my very first video will be coming up for like my 4-year anniversary of my channel. We need to try to hit 100,000 subscribers by then. I'm just kidding. That's not going to happen. But let's go live. Shorts. I got to find a date right here. Yeah, right here. So here we go. Mining on a gaming PC. Is it worth it in 2020? NiceHash. My first YouTube video I ever made. Hold on. Let me just bring this up here. There we go. Wow.
I guess this is my video.
I remember when I first started my channel, guys, the mic I was using was a gaming cheap $20 gaming headset. I had no voice changing amplifiers, anything to set volumes or anything, like straight up gaming PC coming from a gaming channel to make a crypto video. So ignore kind of the the quality and stuff. But yeah, very first video here 3 years ago, only has 488 views. But can you mine with a gaming PC? And this was on NiceHash. So let's just look at this for a second. I was going into the profit calculators and stuff. Profitability calculator coming in. Let's look at this. The ZK. Where is this? Mining. Right here. What do we got here? So let's make it $1.47 on a 2060 KO on NiceHash right now. And the CPU is stopped right here. Yeah, I think I had my CPU ready for some. 102. So $1.47. Let's see what else we got here. I think it switched to something later on. 226. Here we go. Yeah. Moving to something else here. And this is how I learned. This is actually how I kind of learned a little bit about on the mining side of things, because if we look at this, there's two NiceHash, quick miners and the other one. And I started seeing how it was changing different algorithms and mining different things, and how much I was making was going up and down. And, you got an idea of the background of the miner. So I think NiceHash is good for entry-level miners to learn about how this works. But here we can see we're up to $2.78 Canadian per day on an RTX 2060 KO, which is also limited. I couldn't even bring my power levels down past a certain point here, but we can see $2.78. So on the 1-year anniversary of this video, I'm actually going to bring a 3070, which we obviously know is a way better GPU, on the exact day here, point it to NiceHash and see what the profits look like versus 4 years ago. So I think that'll be interesting. What do you guys think about that? Something we should do? Something we shouldn't do? Yeah, crazy. You still can, but not buy now. Never knew about NiceHash, but that makes sense. Have you explored Warthog yet? No, I haven't, because a lot of interesting stuff with there. I might be exploring other coins, Warthog being one of them soon. As you know, Cubic was making a lot of money for a lot of things. Right now, it's looking like Cubic on the CPU side is not looking very good anymore, guys. This Epoch GPUs got tweaked out pretty high, and they are doing a lot better than CPUs is what I'm hearing. So let's just take a look at my latest numbers anyway and see what it's looking like. But it does sound like, I don't know if it's next Epoch or the Epoch after it, but GPUs will be getting hit with a nerf when they start increasing and tweaking for the CPUs again. Eventually, long term, I do believe Cubic is going to be back to being CPU dominated, but it just looks like this round's GPUs are doing there. But keep that in mind, guys. Don't go out and buying 4090s and all sorts of stuff because Cubic's looking good. Either next week or the following week, they're probably going to drop off and be pretty bad again. So that's one thing to remember here. But right now, oh my gosh, I think I'm still mining while I'm streaming. No wonder things were kind of slow. But anyway, yeah, I'm mining away while streaming. Whatever, it seems to be working, so I'll stick to her. But we're at 9. Why am I only at 9,000? Do I have rigs off? No, that one's up. Okay, I'll just go with 9,000 right now, I guess. It should be about 9,200 ITs, but where is the calculator today? Up here. Go to 9,000, see what things are looking like. 9, 1, 2, 3. Engage. Run anyway. Go. Let's just see what it's looking like. I have one of these ones looking good. Nope, not that one. That one? Nope, not that one. Yeah, maybe just... I guess I'll have to go with this one. It's kind of hard to see. I know it's probably small for you guys, but... See what it looks like. Loading up. Hurry up, do your thing. So yeah, right now it's telling me... I'm only at $46 a day. $46.95. It's estimated sold. Looks like about $2.10. So let's just rough that up here right quick. So 2.10 divided by current price. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 511. So it looks like a current SOL right now is only worth about 410,000 cubic. So the SOL rewards are down, and so on. But yeah, the price is about 50% less than it was about 3 weeks ago. That's another thing a lot of sell pressure is hit on, and so on. But yeah, I'm down to $46. And all the times before that, I was averaging like $110 to $130 per day, and now we're down to 46. So depending what it looks like, if they do tweak for the CPUs again, I'll stay on Cubic next week. But if it looks like GPUs are still the dominating factor, I'm going to start moving to other coins and see what things look like. Because it does look like there are some other coins that is making more than what Cubic is making now on CPUs. But, you know, I still got to test those and all that other stuff. I might sell on the 3000 series, just keep the 4000 series in my 8. Yeah, you know, I'm thinking about selling on my 3000 series as well eventually. I'm hoping GPUs do something. Now, you got to keep in mind, figuring out how the market works and everything, obviously, is, you know, word of mouth and times travel. So what I'm hoping for is GPU mining profitability obviously starts picking up as things... Oh, we got a thing. Thank you very much, Fully Electric, for the 5 US. BTC fees way remain higher going forward to support the network. If that's the case, even after all coins mined, mining BTC will still be profitable. That's very true. That's very true. But I feel if fees start remaining high for too long, well, then again, you know, that's not the case. Because look at Ethereum. They've had high fees forever, and people still use the stupid blockchain. You know, people need to start realizing, no, we want cheaper fees. It's like they're used to all the governments ripping you off constantly. They're okay with now crypto ripping you off. But I think long term, if fees remain so damn high, that will urge people to stop using it. As much as people are pushing something, I think it's one of the dumbest things. I know I don't want to use Bitcoin. I'm sure you guys don't want to use Bitcoin. You want to hold it, yeah, hopefully it goes up. But as a user, I'm not going to use the stupid thing because it costs way too much to send a transaction, to move anything. And it's slow as F. It's super slow to get anywhere too when these things are high. So, you know, that's a bad thing on a user side of things. So I think they need to fix things. And yeah, they got the ordinals on board now. They also got the Ruby thing, which is a different platform stacked on top of the ordinals, which I think is by the same creator now. So now they're adding even more garbage on top to it. So I don't know. You know, that's just me. I could be wrong. Obviously, Bitcoin is still the main market mover, but I think it's really stupid, and it could turn off a lot of people from actually using the coin, which is supposed to be its purpose, is to use the damn coin. But, you know, now it makes it pretty much unusable because it costs so much. But anyway, back to that, you know, I'm hoping GPU profitability picks up, because at that point, then maybe some hardware will start being worth more, and then I could sell on my 3000 series, because I did want more 4090s. As you know, they've been dominant. Most of these coins have been core-based that have been profitable for the GPU side. Lots are moving to ASIC now, though. That's sad, but that's just the evolution when it comes to core-based coins and stuff. Is FPGAs and ASICs are better for those set algorithms, and we're seeing these coins fall off for GPUs. A lithium right around the corner here. We're on the tipping point right now where it's still okay on GPUs and FPGAs, but you know, in the next month or two, all that hardware is going to be looking for yet another new home, and we're going to see higher hash rates on other coins again, or maybe someone just shut off, which would be the bigger benefit here. But what I mean here is by word of mouth. Cubic is a good one. A lot of videos emerged about Cubic when it got profitable. Everything happened at first really quick, but now we're seeing, like, it's been about 3 weeks or so, 4 weeks since videos have been out and stuff. Word of mouth and everything trickling down the road, and now we're seeing GPUs start to emerge more and more on Cubic, and it's all from people slowly hearing about it down the trail line. So that's kind of like, you know, crypto bull run end of the year. It's the after effects of the halving, the lower supply coming in and so on. And that's moving in, so we'll see that happen later. So as GPU mining picks up, we'll see some good profits at 15 cent and under on power. We still might not see that good, you know, obviously on higher power prices. But then word will start getting out. It'll take a few weeks, maybe a month, before GPUs start picking up again and people start driving up a bit of a demand, and then we see those prices. Just because we see one day, oh, GPUs are profitable, everything's going to go up, you know, we have to wait, you know, a couple weeks to a month for everything to really start picking up as more turn on, more people talking about it, word of mouth, all this stuff has a ripple effect that really starts to grow. So it's more of a patient game here, and then I'm hoping I'll be selling off my 3000 series, picking into the 5000 series, because the 5090s are supposed to release. That's why I have not been buying any 4090s, because even though they've been amazing and the most efficient, the 5090s are probably going to come in, blow away, and make the 3000 series look like freaking Polaris cards, like RX 580s. You guys still buying those? You know, if you have cheap power, 1, 2 cents, 3 cents, you can buy the cheapest garbage. But I really think GPU mining is turning like ASICs. You're going to need the best, newest hardware to remain profitable, because we're starting to lose a lot of these profitable coins to ASICs. There's so much hardware out there that wants to turn back on that still isn't, and you're just going to need, depending on your power price, which most residential miners have anywhere from 10 upwards to 15, 30, 40 cent power, you're going to need that efficiency. So I think GPU mining is moving more to just like how you look at ASICs. You need the newest hardware, newest efficiency, but again, power price has a huge factor. Fully electric has 2 cent power. He can buy whatever he wants and he'll make money, you know, versus someone in the UK, they're at 30 cent power. They're still not even thinking about turning on yet. They're drooling at the lips waiting to turn on, but they still can't. So, you know, there's a totally different situation going on everywhere, but most residential miners, I do think you're going to need the latest hardware, and that's why I'm waiting for the 5090s to release, and they're going to get that big boost in memory. They're getting another big core boost. They're just going to dominate the GPU mining side of things, and we'll just have to see how NVIDIA does operate with their supply. As we know, they could pump out a ton of GPUs, but that doesn't mean they'll put them on the shelves. They might only put out 20% of their GPUs so that they can keep their prices high. They'd rather sell higher priced GPUs than sell a crap ton of MSRP GPUs, which I don't understand. I guess that's better for a shareholder thing, but this is a very manipulative market coming in from NVIDIA on the GPU side. And yeah, I don't know, crazy. What do we got? Panda will never sell his 37. No, I wouldn't either after I bought them all, unless they go up in price. Then I would. I'd dump them all. But, you know, it's hard to say, though. Like, you know, he has cheaper power than me, so he has that going for him as well. I think he has 2 or 3 cents cheaper than what I pay for power, so he can run things cheaper, and he has a crap ton of power to deal with, so he can turn everything on. So I'm very limited. Like I said, I only have 2 30-amp breakers that I can roll with. I'm sitting at around 11 cent power, about 15.5 cent Canadian, and you know, I'm very selective on what I can even turn on. If I had a lot more power, I would be probably turning on GPUs because they are profitable. You know, and sometimes I've been debating on shutting my CPUs off for just turning on my GPUs because, you know, there are days where they are making more. They're probably making more right now than my CPUs on Cubic and stuff. So, you know, that's something to consider. So, you know, I do, if I had the power, I would have them running right now myself. But then again, I'm at 11 cent power. Someone at 15 cent power might not, you know, be in a totally different situation. So first of all, you got to realize what's best for your situation as well. 2 cent power. Who's yeah. Yeah, I know it's crazy, huh? You know, some people just got such cheap power, and it doesn't matter what you got, what you get. You can buy everything, and you can make money off it. Use Pyro no seeds for the GPUs on Warthog. It will get you close. Okay, there's some other things I've been hearing too. Like a best setup is like 1 decent CPU for 2 GPUs. And then that's kind of the rigs you should run for it. Other people just run like a bunch of GPUs on a stupid CPU. And like, I don't really know. I haven't done any of these testing, but I have been talking to, you know, one of the people who have implemented the algorithm. They were saying to really tweak for it, it does sound like a decent CPU to only like 2 or 3 GPUs to really maximize your hash rate. But again, I haven't done any of these testing. I haven't looked into Warthog at all. So I don't really know at all. Zero. Just kind of what I've been hearing. Your what? Your Molex didn't work? Your Molex cable? Your fan controller? What's going on there? Why isn't it working? What's it doing? Gamers will whine like little bit and Nvidia will gimp them. Yeah, that's very true as well. Definitely be ready if something happens. Be ready for a potential LHR again. That's always hiding in the background of your GPUs. And it's interesting because all it is a driver. And then if you want the latest features, you have to utilize that driver. So, yeah, crazy. I plugged in the Molex thing, and my fans don't come on. No, he means Molex. Like, he was messaging me a while ago about a fan controller I have for the C1100, and it's powered by a Molex connector, and then you can adjust the fans for 4 or 5 4-pin fans on there. So he ordered one, and it sounds like it's not getting power or something. His fans aren't spinning. I'm not sure. Send pictures in Discord so we can see what that's looking like. Maybe, you know, maybe you only have a 3-pin, which would give you full power, not some power. But I don't know. It could be a bunch of things. Maybe the Molex cable is broken. Not sure. LHR, that's a death wish for NVIDIA. See, I'm surprised no lawsuits have came up on NVIDIA. Do you guys remember when LHR first released? And you know, they can say, oh, they tweaked it for gaming. They just made it better. But I just find it very weird that NVIDIA always claimed that LHR never affect any gaming performance. And then as soon as LHR was removed, gamers reported that driver gave a big boost in gaming performance. Did they just tweak gaming performance? Highly not. They probably just removed LHR and it was in fact hindering gaming performance, even though they never. I'm surprised nothing ever happened because of this. Maybe something did and it was swept under the rug and someone got a payout or something. I don't know. I want a payout because I'm said this multiple times, but they never told me to be quiet yet. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting to see what happens. And yeah, I don't know. I'm bringing it to my electrician to test it. Okay, yeah, do that. Take it to your electrician. See what's going on. Maybe you got sold some faulty one. I had all LHR cards. I was so happy when that update came out. Gary got free 4090s for the office. Yeah, no doubt, huh? Yeah, here, have one of these. Don't worry, it's not an LHR. The other thing that was weird is NVIDIA didn't have LHR ever on their Founders Edition cards. It was always the AIBs that got hit with it. So that's another thing that was kind of interesting. Like, oh, that's right, we'll sell our cards to the miners, but you guys can't because you're already hacked away. Like, that was another weird thing. I don't know, craziness. All right, so do I have anything else? Oh yeah, let's go through one more thing here. How about this guy? You guys know about this, the X16P. I tested it. If you didn't see my video, check it out because I tested this thing, craziness out of it. You know, every mode, freaking new firmware, and so on. But let's take a look. As we know, the Jazzminer X16P, 5.8 gigahash, $9,300. Now, the X44s are coming, and I got some leaked. I don't know if it's leaked or not, but some pricing, which is kind of weird. So this is why in my video I said that this should drop at least 50% in price, because if we go right here, look at that. So $9,300 for the X16P, 5.8 gigahash. Anywhere, it's estimated 1,900 watts. For me, it did anywhere, depending on the mode, 1600 to 2,000 watts. Look at the X44Q. This monster right here. So this is 7.8 gigahash at 780 watts. More hash rate and hardly any power at all. And it's 6,500. right on a hidden section of Jazzminer's official website. You got to kind of do some background prompts in their website and stuff. But yeah, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. I was just like, how is this a thing? How is this a thing? So I don't, oh, you guys can't even see that, can you? Where is it? Try this one. This one. There we go. Here's a price one. So look at this. $65.97. $200 more than the X16 Pro. Now I'm still trying to get confirmation on this. I don't know if it's some underground leak thing or whatever. Or I'm going to have to actually go through the address completely. There could be an I missing. But this is on the Jazzminer website. And if you go to the dashboard and kind of type in the miner itself, this will pop up. But the official links are not there on their website. So, yeah, I don't know. It's interesting to say $65.97. And this thing is $93. Wait a minute, $65. This is cheaper. This is cheaper than the frickin' by like $2,000. I don't know. I'm going to have to look into it. So, either that is absolutely just put there to make a page or something's totally wonky there. So I don't know. I'll dig into that more. But, you know, the X16P at that point, especially with these ones coming out, they need a drastic price drop. I don't think it was a bad idea in the first place. I just want to double check something here. Go into Jazz. Do they have any new firmware? I need new firmware. Product. Boom. Oh my gosh. These things are monsters. Absolute monsters. Okay, I need support. Product firmware. X16 high power. Yeah, nothing new. So, I don't know if you saw that, but the latest firmware I put on that sucked. The high performance ultra mode sucked and efficiency mode sucked. The two middle ones are actually pretty good, but yeah, it was crazy. Anyway, what do we got going on in live chat? Gary got free. We went through that. How many Duke? What? 3090 is too slow. Yeah, 3090s are looking really dated now. You know, 4090s are going to look very dated soon for mining. 5090s is where it's at. It's all about the 5090s. I think the 5080 is supposed to release around the same time as well, but I'm just going straight to the 5090. At least for my gaming PC. I'll get one for my gaming PC, and then I'll see what happens after that. That's my plan anyway. I need support. Me too, Rav. Me too. Don't know when. Don't know with the profit. I bet Nvidia was doing lots backdoor. Oh yeah, for sure. They're doing tons of deals, especially with their CMP cards. They'd announce them and then say, no, you can't buy them. Only people who contact me for a minimum order of 1 million will get them and stuff like that. So yeah. 5090 will be the size of a Corolla. Yeah, I'm curious about that. I wanna build. Well, I've been upgrading my gaming PC, I guess. It's a 4090 and it's got the 7950X in it. Eventually, I'll be putting the 9950X in it when I get that thing. But I need a new case. I need a new gaming case. And I don't know which one to get, but I want a big one. Have you guys seen that big cool? Oh, my gosh. This would be an ultimate build. It's like $600, though. Where is it? Is it Cooler Master? Cooler Master massive case. It looks so cool, though, but this is what I want. I don't know. Full Tower Cooler Master. I don't even know if they make it anymore. Where is it? Let's go to full here. PC cases. I don't know. I'll just look up. Biggest PC case. I think it's a Cooler Master one, but images. No. Where's that one? Oh, they're not showing it anywhere. It was freaking cool looking too. Anyone? I better check chat. You guys know which one I'm talking about? It's a Cooler Master. It's freaking huge. You can like fit 2 or 3 PCs in it. Corsair 7000D. Maybe that's... Is it Corsair? I thought it was a Cooler Master one. Yeah, this is too plain. It was a Cooler Master one because it looked freaking cool also. Largest PC cases. Where is it? Top 5 largest PC cases. What in tech is it? One of these? Corsair Obsidian. Is this it? Cooler Master Cosmos? What is that thing? Look at this thing. The Cougar Conquer 2. What the heck is that? Let's try this one. I'm going to make a new tab here. Maybe this is it. Cosmos 700M. ETF rocks will launch on base in 1 hour. Check it out. What is this? What is this, Ray? Thank you for the $2 euro. Oh, look at that thing. Doesn't that thing look sweet? But it's like massive. Like you fit 2 or 3 PCs in the thing. But anyway, yeah. This is I was looking at something like this, but it's so freaking expensive. Is this a new one? Model number, side, width, height. 25.6 inches. That doesn't seem too big. That's only like a little over 2 feet. That's not that big. That seems small. This ain't the big one. This ain't the big one either. Where is it? Oh, 700M case? C700M? What did I, no, I put in C700M. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'll have to find some other time. But it's a freaking cool looking case that is absolutely massive. And I want it. So that might be my next build here sometime. With the 9000 series CPU, the 5090. That'd be pretty sweet. Lee Zero Vision White Aluminum. Oh, I'm going to have to write that one down. Check that one out. Oh, we got a Bad Cat gifted 5 memberships. Who won them today? We got Chuck Danger 87 one. We got Bud Gobbler one. We have Wetta's one. And P. Dollar. Congratulations, everyone. Oh, Skirm got one too. Skirm got one. Congratulations, Skirm, as well. Everybody nailed it up. Awesome stuff. 5090 be the size, 4080 there, went to that, yeah, saw all that. So yeah, anyway, that's what we can do today. Join Discord, link me some cases. I want something really big, and I can just, I don't even know what I want. I don't even know what I do with it, but I just want something huge, because who knows how big that 5090 is going to be, and we'll go from there. I want it to look cool too. Bud Gobbler, oh jeez. Height Y70, Jock, we got congrats. Y on Hive OS Mon 7950X. You can't see temp, it shows 0. So you have to update to the latest beta version to see your temperatures on Hive OS. Now, you know what? Let's just do something quick here. And this is the absolute fastest way to do it. Instead of reflashing your drives, just jump into Hive OS. What is this? Oh yeah, I got the Jazzminer X16P does work in Hive OS, by the way, guys. As you can see right here. I forgot. I thought I did a video on that already, but I didn't. So I guess I have to do that sometime. But if you go into a rig, let's go into rig 1 here. We're gonna SSH in. We're gonna go to Hive Shell. Type in your username and password stuff. I just messed up and spelt it wrong. So hold on. There. So now I'm gonna find a screen. You can kind of see that. So what you want to do here is go into Hive -replace and go -list and go like that. Now it's going to list a bunch of Hive replaces here. Now you can see you have all these options. It's probably hard for you guys to read, but number 1 is your latest stable. Number 2 is your latest beta. From here, you would just push number 2 and then type in yes, because it's going to say, okay, we're going to delete everything and you're going to be starting over. We're going to reflash this, blah, blah. You type yes, okay it. And then it'll just download it, install it, and you're good to go. You'll still have all your flight sheets. Everything will be there. But this is the fastest way to update your AMD drivers as well. You have to update Hive in order to update the AMD drivers. And then it's also the latest way to get your latest versions on each one of your rigs. So just do that. Fast and easy way to update to that. But yeah, you are going to need the latest beta version to see your temperatures. Let's just scroll down here to a 7950X3D, for example, and you can see our temperatures right here, 62 degrees, rocking away, 416 on cubic, and doing its thing. And temperatures work. Hive beta. When will it not be beta? That's a good question. I actually asked them about that. I'm not sure. Usually it sounds like a lot of people, all they use is the beta, because the beta has all the latest kernels. It's the latest Linux version. It's the latest driver. It's the latest everything. So that's all I've really been running. Even on any of my GPU rig stuff, I just run the beta version all the time. So technically the beta version is my stable version. It has everything. So yeah. Fantix Erythro Pro 2 Server Edition is the biggest, cheapest, coolest case you can get Oh, really? All right, let's look that one up. Bitcoin Andy. Let's check it out. Pro Server Edition. All right. I never heard of that one, so maybe I'm gonna Google this right now. We're gonna check this one out. Let's have a live stream, and one day we'll just like help me build my next rig or my next gaming. E300. Is this it? Pro 2 server. Engage. Open Sesame. Come on. Open up. Look at that setting. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Ooh. Whoa, what the frick is this? Are these 34090s? Interesting. Available mod in the Pro 2. Pro 2. Wow, these are all the hard drives. Look at the... You could definitely do quite a bit in this thing. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3. Huh. All right. Well, I'm definitely gonna. I'm gonna add. Okay. Done. Okay. I added that into my bookmarks here. You're gonna have to check this one out too. Interesting. Thanks for that. Awesome. I'll look into it and see what happens. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty big. It's pretty big. That's what I want. Something nice and big. Sweet. Sweet. Anyway, guys, we have been here for, I guess, a little over an hour now. I do appreciate everyone for showing up for this live stream. I will try to be back tomorrow for our live AMA where you guys ask questions, and hopefully I got the answers. Thank you for coming out. I will see you all in the next one. Rabid out.